Hey, everybody. Wanted to talk to you for a minute. Hey, I love you too. I see that. Thank you. Appreciate that. Hi from Texas. Hey, Chris. Am I going to Walmart? No, I'm not. I wanted to go live. Hi, Lori. I wanted to go live because earlier today I didn't really know. I didn't watch any TV this morning, and I didn't know what was going on. And so I heard what happened in Walmart, and it's my primary place of, it's my favorite place to go and shoot videos. And so I uploaded a video today. Yeah, I look like somebody died. Well, some people did. I'm really, as we all were just horrified at what happened today. Anyway, I use Walmart, as a place to bring. A lot of times I use Walmart. I use other places too, like Target and other places, but I use Walmart as a place to kind of bring happiness to the world. So I think, and make people laugh and stuff. So when I go there, my intent is to make people laugh. And hearing about what happened today, and also really, really bad time. And I had uploaded a video. I really kind of wish I wouldn't have uploaded anything at Walmart today, because the stuff that I upload is so, lighthearted and always comedic and stuff like that. But I had known about it. Somebody messaged me on the chat, because I premiered it on YouTube, and somebody was like, somebody said something like, "This is too soon," or I don't know, something like that. I was like, "What are you talking about?" And then almost instantaneously, I found out right away what was going on. So I am just horrified by what happened, what took place today. And I do so many videos at Walmart. And so anyway, I just wanted to make that clear. I guess I probably didn't need to, because if you're here watching this, and you probably know my heart, and that I upload videos at Walmart all the time, literally all the time, sometimes days in a row. So anyway, I'm so sorry about what happened. I cannot even begin to imagine what it started as a trip to Walmart today ended in just the most horrific tragedy. So see, some people don't even know. If you're not watching the news, and you wouldn't know, it's just a horrible shooting that happened today. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, like 20 people died or was injured or something. I know there were a lot of deaths. And so anyway, I don't know. I felt like such a buffoon when I uploaded that video, and then people were like, "Hey, with what's going on at Walmart." I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that." But anyway, it was innocent. I didn't know. And I did leave the video up there, and hopefully it made some people laugh. But moving on to something else I did want to mention, and I apologize for being so solemn. It's hard for me to go from, one topic to a more lighthearted topic. I'm not a news anchor, so it's hard for me to switch gears that fast. But again, I can't even imagine. It almost makes you feel bad when you're in the world of comedy and entertainment, and something like this happens, and you still have to kind of put on a show. And there was something. What did I just heard about something. I can't remember what it was. But anyway, there was a comedian who had lost his father, and the same night that he lost his father, he went out on stage and he did his show, and that's how he dealt with it. And actually, yesterday we talked about that on the live stream a little bit, how some people deal with it. But anyway, enough of that. So, what do you want to talk about? The light is a little too harsh, maybe, huh? So I'm working on this new set where I'm always going to be in this chair. I love this chair because look at this. I got my little table here. This is what the laptop is on. Is that little bongo drum chair? I mean table. It's very makes it very easy for me to keep my laptop here. I got my nice little cushy chair here and everything. It's really nice. Anyway, oh, my phone is buzzing over there. I might have to check that out. Hey, when are you doing Unchap videos? Funny you mentioned Unchap. Unchap is something that me and my Uncle John, invented. And it's a fake organization, but we think it's real. And we go around and we tell homeowners what they can and cannot do. And it's fantastic. I'm going to be doing Unchap again very soon. In fact, we have a huge Unchap project in the works. And you're only going to be able to get little bits and pieces of it on YouTube because it's a little something we might be working on for the old big screen, if you know what I mean. Really exciting stuff. What is this? Kate said you need to, oh, burp and fart vids are so funny. Hey, Kate, I agree. I love doing that. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, I hope I'm not missing any. No, I'm good. Okay. What is this? Let me see. The comments are going fast, so bear with me here. Oh, hey, Don Rafael Rodriguez just gave me a super chat. Thank you, Don. I appreciate that very much. I sent you an email with ideas on future video. Oh, check it out. I'm sorry. Today has been hectic, and I uploaded this video on YouTube of me at Walmart with my friend Terrence. People didn't like it so much. I'd love to know what you guys think. But I think it's interesting. You know, every once in a while I'll try something new, something different, you know. People didn't like it so much because they felt like the laughter was kind of gave away the joke and, you know, whatever. I had a different idea in mind when I uploaded the video. But anyway, you know, you win some, you lose some. Sometimes all the videos can't be great. But what I've noticed is this. I kind of think I shouldn't do anything except pooter videos. And those pooter videos maybe should be with myself. I don't know. It seems like every time I do something else and step outside of what people are used to seeing, it changes the feel and people aren't quite so sure about it. So anyway, I do appreciate that super chat though. Thank you very much. What else we got here? Oh, see, Ross said, oh, overdoing the laughter. Well, here's the problem, Ross. Terrence is a good guy and a really good friend of mine. Really funny comedian. You know, not a prankster, and he would say so. Like he was kind of, you know, with me just kind of going through the motions and everything. And the problem was, since he's not a prankster, he doesn't have to try to keep a straight face all the time like I do. So he's literally he broke character by mistake multiple times in that video, and then he just ran with it. And he just is a guy who laughs all the time anyway. He just loves to laugh. So listen, I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was so much fun to shoot too, because he was you know, I'd hear him laugh and then I would laugh. It was fun. Well, how are you guys doing tonight? You guys doing good? When are you doing videos of sneaking stuff in baskets? Well, that's one of my favorite things to do, and I really have never done it, I don't think, without Uncle John. That's something that me and Uncle John would do together. This is what I look like, by the way, when I take my hat off. If I wore a hat all day, this is it. And now I'm gonna wear my hat like this because the thing was like causing a shadow to go over my face. But the homeowner pranks are thanks. Thank you. Do another big vid with Greg Benson. I would love to. I love Greg. Looking through some comments here. Oh, Texas Stang says, I thought you were Jim Brewer until a few days ago. I'm glad you're not. I'll let Jim know that you're glad I'm not him. Okay. Jim Brewer. I got to tell you something funny about Jim Brewer. Lisa, what's up? Hi, Lisa. Just wanted to say hi. Sorry to hear what happened over there. It's so sad. Yeah. Here in Australia, it's so different. Also, don't feel bad about your upload. Love it. Hey, thank you, Lisa. I appreciate that. I thought about it. I was this close to deleting it because I'm like, maybe farting at Walmart isn't a good idea today. But I upload videos all the time, and I thought, well, you know, there's I don't know. I think that people can find that there can be a balance of mourning with, you know, you can't eliminate laughter from at all completely from the rest of the world, you know. So I thought, well, it's okay. This would be kind of like a, I don't know. I just ultimately decided to leave it up. But yeah, thank you for the encouragement. I appreciate that. And congratulations on the haircut. It looks better short. Thanks. You should go back and look at my earlier videos where like my really earlier videos, I was bald for a little while. Can you believe that? Well, for a while, I had like this Leonardo DiCaprio thing going because I had just gotten back from LA, and a lot of people don't know this, but about the time that YouTube, well, no, I'm sorry, way before YouTube became a thing, before it even existed. In fact, oh my gosh, was it the 90s? I think it was. So I'll tell you a funny story. Before I was a prankster or comedian or personality, whatever you want to say, on YouTube, and had these TV opportunities, I had very different TV and movie opportunities. And if you do a little research, you'll find out that I have been in some movies and TV shows a long time ago. And a long time ago. So, you know, I have screenshots and I keep some of the DVDs around and, you know, whatever, stuff like that. But I should make a collection of like, you know, all the stuff that I was in. I was in a sitcom for one episode. I was in a sitcom called Third Rock from the Sun. And it was a big show at the time, you know, and I was really excited because I was in the same episode that Roseanne was a special guest on in this particular episode. Man, I thought it was just the greatest time in my life, you know. And I was doing all these things. I didn't care what it was. I was an extra in all these different things. Forget about it. It was great. It was a fantastic life. I was making money, and you know, and you get paid individually for these jobs. So if you work a lot, then pretty soon you go out to the mailbox every day, and you're just getting checks, you know, that are coming every day from all these different production companies and stuff. And anyway, I was working on this movie called Pleasantville. And I said thank you to Lisa, right? Thank you, Lisa, for the super chat. I really appreciate that. And it really helps pay for this light over here, by the way. I told my wife, oh, and see how I'm so bad at going off topic and forgetting stuff? Okay. Let me finish that story and then I'll move into this. So while I was on, yeah, I see you over there dancing over there in your underwear. Okay, very funny, kid. Some kid dancing in his underwear over there. I can't put this on here, you know. It's my 10-year-old son over there, Jackson, being goofy. So, hey, let me acknowledge these. Let me acknowledge these. Oh, it disappeared. There was somebody. I'm so sorry. Wait. Who was that? Oh, I don't know. What is this? Lori, what was that? Said message deleted by Lori, but it was a super chat. So, Lori, what was that all about? Lori, this person made an inappropriate comment, but they super chatted me $50. Is that right? Am I seeing that right? I don't know. Did anybody see what the comment was? I don't know what it was. I was confused by that. Lori, if you know, please. Yes, Jack. It was an inappropriate comment, but they super chat. But now I can't thank them. That's a lot of money. It must have been really bad if you deleted it. So I want to make sure it. Let's see. It wasn't nice. And somebody else said, I think so. So then why do you think they gave me that much if they were going to say something not nice? Okay. I don't know. Maybe they're rich and they thought it would be funny. I'm not sure. If you said something and you didn't mean to say something bad and it sounded bad, I apologize. I don't know who you are. A pudding. Okay. I don't get that. That looks like a bad one right there. So I don't know. I'm confused. I'm so confused. About to buy a pooter. Imagine different color. Hey, Gamer Athlete 24. How are you? Thank you for your super chat. Caleb, thank you for your super chat. God bless you, Jack. Thank you for making my day a bit brighter. Man, I appreciate that. I just love that. I really thought about doing something at some point where I gather up all of the emails and messages that I get and just starting to read them and put them in some kind of a folder or something so that I could maybe do something with them down the road, because I love what I do. The primary reason for it is because I love reading that stuff. So whenever somebody says they're in the hospital or they're depressed or they're dealing with some kind of something horrible, and that I'm able to make them laugh, it's great. I'm not really being very funny right now, by the way, but I wanted to finish telling you a story, I think. Caleb, that's a big deal, by the way. Thank you. So I want you to know I really appreciate that very much. You're awesome. And so, yes, I was in this movie called Pleasantville. And while I was on this movie called Pleasantville, they built this set. It cost them over $1 million to build this set that looked like it was a 1950s town. And they did it right in the same area of Calabasas, California, where they filmed MASH and some of the greatest, shows and movies were shot out there. Anyway, it was way, way cool. And everybody got remember, it was 1950s town. So what I'm about to tell you, it'll tie into this. So everybody kind of got to hang on to something. Well, I got to hang on to a couple of things. Number one, I got an armband that had a picture on it of two hands shaking. So it was like a brotherhood, type of club thing that I was associated with. Well, in a sense, it was almost like I don't want to say like a Nazi thing, but it kind of, I think, reminded people of that. And so when they went into editing this group in this movie, this gang sort of from the 50s that had these armbands, and I was one of them, they CGI'd, they got rid of them. They deleted these armbands from the movie. So there's literally no trace of these in the movie at all. So nobody even knows. When the movie came out, there was no trace of the armbands. They got rid of them. But we were wearing them when we were shooting the movie. So, I got to keep that. I'm like, oh man, this is cool. I'm going to keep a cool little memento, right? But I ended up with a memento that can't prove that it's not from the movie. I mean, it is, but they got it out. So anyway, it was really kind of a bummer. But anyway, and then I ended up on the last day of shooting with a sign in the window of a store in the 1950s town that said "whites only." So, you know, I didn't end up taking it with me, but I was supposed to, and it's a very prominent, it's a sign there's a few times in the movie, you actually see it in the movie. I'm like, where am I going to display this thing? Could you imagine trying to display? So I didn't end up taking it, but that was a mistake. I would have found some kind of, you know, it would have been a conversation piece tucked away in a trunk or something. And then when I die, somebody would have opened up the trunk and been like, oh, why does Jack have this? So anyway, it's very, there you go. A lot of people don't know that I was, that I pursued some of that stuff. I have a lot of stories, but I'll tell you, hey, look at this, Strawberries XO. I love you, Jack. Please bring back farting grandpa. Thank you. The farting old man. You know what I like about, thank you for the super chat too. You know what I like about the farting old man? I like the farting old man because of his one-liners. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. That's my old man voice, by the way. If you've never heard me do it, that's it. Hey, let me catch up on, I'm going to come back to this in a minute, but let me catch up on this stuff. I'm not, oh, by the way, Lori knows. I'm not, he talked about it earlier. So Lori knows I'm not doubting Lori. I really trust her. I just didn't see the comment that person left, and I don't understand why somebody would send me a $50 super chat and say something mean. But don't repeat it. If it was really bad, don't repeat what it was on here, okay? So this is a family-friendly chat going on here, but anyhow, I just didn't get a chance. Jimmy Stewart voice. Hey, it is kind of a little combination of Jimmy Stewart and something else. I don't know. I really like to prank people on the phone and go back and forth between the old man and the old lady. But almost anytime I answer the phone and I don't know who it is, or I don't recognize the number, I will just go, hello. And they immediately think, especially if it's a scammer, they're like, oh, I've got this. This is in the bag. I got this. Please add fart smells for added realism. How could I do that? There must be a way. Thank you for the super chat. And because it is a super chat, I will really think about a way to add smells to the pooter. A lot of the time I just use the pooter as an excuse to prove my farting innocence. Yeah, Ricky, or Rivki, sorry, saying what was the $50 message? I don't know, but be careful. Please don't say it if it was bad. If you guys saw it, please don't say it. I don't understand why somebody would do that. Lori will tell me what it was later, I'm sure. Lori, send me a private message through Twitter, okay, and tell me what it was. You and Ed were an awesome team. That's a fact. TV said. Dude, thank you. I love that. Appreciate that. That was the early days of YouTube, man. I remember making fun stuff with Ed, going out to his house, him coming out here. It was great. We shot some fun stuff. Where do you live, Jack? I live in Las Vegas, Nevada currently. What kind of gum are you chewing? I have no idea. I found it on my desk. I picked it up and I put it in my mouth. And that's the extent of that. But the old man is great because I have fooled many people. But it's kind of bit me in the rear too sometimes, because what can happen is I'm expecting an important phone call and I miss the phone call. So when people call my cell phone and I don't pick it up, they get directed to my voicemail, which means this is what they hear. Yeah, now, if you're trying to get a hold of Jack, you'll have to give him a call back later because whatever, yada, yada, yada. So it's funny because later on I'll get a message, like an email being like, yeah, I tried to call you today, but you let your grandpa, like, who's the old man taking message, leaving voicemail greetings for you on your your thing there. Hey, Wood Rain Mud 76. Please say hi to my kids, Eden, Jesse, and Seth. Eden, Jesse, and Seth. I take it you all watch my videos. I want to thank you for that right now. You have a great, great dad. I think it's your dad who left this message. I see a profile picture, and that looks like a man to me. John, okay. Have you ever thought about farting in a high-end department store? So I did, actually. I did it with Dennis Rohde. We went to Beverly Hills, and there's a video called I think it's called Farting in Beverly Hills, to be honest. And we go down like Rodeo and in Beverly Hills and walk into like different places. And that was fun. That was really, really fun. We had some reactions in there. Boy, those people are just, I mean, it's as if they never heard a fart in their life. But we all know that is not true. That is not true. America needs more unchapped. Where's Uncle John? Joe said. Uncle John is in Lake Havasu, Arizona. And he is the captain of a boat. I'm not making that up. It is true. Uncle John is the captain. And he actually has his captain license. And after working so hard to get his captain's license, Uncle John had these excruciating headaches. And it turned out that there was some kind of a blockage, some kind of a brain thing that he had going on. And he ended up in the hospital. And he had to have emergency surgery, brain surgery. Can you believe that? I mean, this was just a couple weeks ago or something. And it was something else, man. What a traumatic experience. He came out of the surgery okay, but he has to go back in at the end of August. So I appreciate your prayers being with him. Please reach out to Uncle John at Uncle John TV. And he would love to hear from you, I'm sure. The world would not be the same without him. Hey, oh, you're the best. Thank you. I appreciate that. See this? Here's one right here. You helped me get through my depression. I will forever be grateful to you. The world needs more of you, Jack. Thank you. I appreciate that very, very much, and I'm happy to hear that. And I'm glad that I could help in some small way. You know, people ask me all the time. They love the sued for farting video where that lady threatens to sue me because I farted all over her, which she was exaggerating. But the I got punched video is another one that people really like too. But I'm going to just be really blunt with you. Those are not my favorite videos. They're really not. Like, I know I have a good video, like one that's going to get a lot of views when something like that happens. But that is not my favorite thing, man. I really don't. I don't mind if somebody gets upset at me for a second, like for a little bit, they kind of get upset. And then I bring them back to, you know, I'm able to talk them down from the ledge and they start laughing and everything's fine. I don't mind that. But every once in a while, somebody's having a bad day and you don't know who's having a bad day. So sometimes people they're not in the mood for it. They're not having it. And, you know, but what are you going to do? That's a bummer. Those aren't my favorite videos. I like to make people laugh. Those are definitely my favorite videos. And the other question that I get a lot, believe it or not, is, hey, where did this come from? Oh, are you not allowed to make pooter videos in the casinos? Dawn said, thank you for the super chat. Dawn, well, you're not supposed to. You're not supposed to go into casinos and film. That's the problem. Somebody said, Benji said, whoa, you're up late. It's not that late. I'm actually in Vegas and it's 9 o'clock. Guys, just so you know, if you're not family friendly and you say things that you probably shouldn't say, or things that your mom might not want you to say. Lori, there's a lady on here, Lori Singh, and she might kick you out of this room. Lori does a pretty good job, I think. Lori says, do you know a date yet for his surgery? Well, I'm not sure of the actual date, Lori, but I know it's at the end of August. Look, Lori, Joe said, wait, where did it go? It disappeared now. Kick him out. Joe said, kick him out, Lori. Good job, Lori. All right. I could see Lori behind the computer. I don't even know what Lori looks like, but she's been a fan for a long time, and so she's a moderator on here, and she's very, she really gets into this stuff. She gets very serious about it, and I appreciate her loyalty and dedication. So everybody shout out, I'm shouting out Lori, so everybody say thank you, Lori, for doing such a great job. I could just see her on here behind the computer reading all these comments. I'm going to get rid of this guy right here. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's a nice thing. What a nice thing there. I don't know, Lori. Was that an impression of you? I don't know. I have no idea. Anyways, this is fun. Lord of the Pooter. Oh my goodness. Lori's not even going to comment to me. She's way too busy looking at these comments, making sure that the right things stay up and the wrong things go away. See, she's serious about this. She's still talking about Uncle John. Yep. Yeah, he's gonna do okay. He's gonna do good. McLean Drake is here. This is a friend of mine from Utah. What am I doing in Vegas? Well, we're living here right now, to be honest with you. We are living here. And I don't think it's going to last for long, but we're here for right now. I hear other things going on in the house. If I don't get to your question and you really want me to answer a question, I'm just going to tell you this, I'm not good at pushing people to spend money, but super chats do allow me to see it because it's bright and it shows up and then it stays at the top and then I'm able to, so I'm going to do my best to answer as many things as I can. Hey, Vaseline high five. What's up? There was no Vaseline on that hand, so you don't have to worry about it. But that's one of my favorite videos, by the way. Vaseline high five. Kind of a little bit mean. That's probably as mean as it gets with me. But the best time I had doing the Vaseline high five was with Uncle John, because Uncle John, he's like, hey man, hey, give me five. These people, they were just these poor people in Hollywood, man, on Hollywood Boulevard. They were just leaving a movie premiere. And they're walking all the way down the street. Finally, they saw Uncle John, and they come over. And, all right. They come all the way over, they high five him. And then they start walking away, and they're like, oh, so upset. But it's harmless. It's just a pain in the butt to get that stuff off. You gotta wipe for a while to get the Vaseline off. But no, actually, that was one of my favorite things. You're from Reading, right? I grew up there. I am not from there, but I lived there for a while. David said, I love the Paranoid series. Thank you, and I love your super chat, and I appreciate that very, very much. John, wow, look at this. John, again, I bought a pooter here in Australia from the U.S. Use it regularly at work and always get laughs. I love that, man. That's so cool. Why don't I have one with me right here? I should. Where is it? I don't know if I have it here. Yeah, listen, I love that because it's such an icebreaker. I had somebody send me a letter a long time ago. This is before Donald Trump was president. A long time. Oops, I said a word that I should. Just calm down, everybody. It's just a story. Just listen. And a long time ago, I got this order from somebody who worked with him. He was some kind of like, I don't know, like advisor to him or something like that. This is like, I don't even know, 6 years ago, maybe, or 7 years ago, or something like that. It was a long time ago. Sent a letter about it and said that he was going to plan to use it during like meetings in the morning and stuff like that. Like works side by side with him. And I thought at the time, I was like, that's pretty cool. Because I loved this guy's letter, because the letter was like, it's such a good icebreaker. And in intense situations or whatever, it's a good way to break the ice with people and have people just bust out laughing. You know, a bunch of uptight people in suits and stuff like that. That's what I love about it too. So you never know. You never know where the pooter is going to be used. But it's true. I love that you are using it at work. Shigate Media. I farted so bad at work earlier. Oh, that's nice. I was worried someone would smell it. Love your vids. Could you fart right now? No. I just don't feel it. I don't feel it coming. I'm sorry. But I feel your $5. Thank you. I appreciate your super chat. Pete's vlog. Hey, what's up, man? Thank you for your support. Any elevator vids in the future? Yeah, I hope so. I need to go back to the elevators, don't you think? I think I do. I think I do. What's Rivki? What did Rivki say? Lori says she's on her cell phone. Oh, look, Jack says you should meet up with Lori. She seems like a nice, respectable. Oh, there's no doubt. I'm sure Lori's very sweet and on top of things, and you know, it's really fun to discover people that you can trust in your circle of friends and people that you know and get to meet and stuff like that. Anybody have any like fun like questions? Yeah, you know, Veronica has a good point. Why are farts so hilarious? It's so funny to see the way people get so offended. That's even funnier. I couldn't agree with this more. It's so interesting because 90% of everybody I use the pooter around, I would say probably crack a smile or laugh, especially if they're with a friend, because then you have somebody to laugh with. But every once in a while, you got somebody who's just like, they do that face and like they're just mortified. Like they've never heard the noise before in their life and they know exactly where it came from, but they've never done it. And then some people, they get angry. They get angry at you. It's interesting. I don't know what goes through their head. I don't know if some people just having a bad day. I don't know. But T minus said, do strange questions to ask Siri. I did a couple of those videos. Look up asking Siri questions and you'll probably find it. I've got to check my phone and make sure that my wife's not texting me being like, you're too loud. Hang on a second. Let me see. Nope, it's not. Let's see who this is. All right, let me see what this is. Hold on. So, so I am getting ready to set up the tech side of live streaming. So the lighting's not great right now. I'm using a light, but I don't know anything about it. I just put it up there so that you can see my face. I don't really care what it looks like. I'm fixing that though. So what I'm doing is I'm setting up this whole third-party thing system so that I can run videos. And I wanted to ask you guys a very serious question. I am going to start to operate on my channel. Yes, for sure. I'm going to operate on my channel a 24-hour, 7-day a week live stream on my channel. Please tell me what you think about that. So basically what it is if you go to my channel, you'd be able to click the live stream video, and it would be constantly live streaming my entire YouTube library, basically, but not everything. I'm going to go through and I'm going to hand select all of my favorite content. So it'll be a lot. I mean, it'll even be clips from my TV shows that I've done, pranks on TV, pranks I've done for other TV shows. It's going to be everything kind of mixed up in one. And I'm going to stop in between, and I'm going to like have little, promos that I'm going to do with you guys and stuff like that. So tell me what you think about the possibility of going to my YouTube channel and actually clicking on it and just seeing a bunch of pranks in a row, just watching it nonstop. Tell me what you think about that, because I'm setting that up right now, and probably by midweek next week, when you go to my channel, you'll be able to do it. And also, I can pop in that way whenever I want and just into the chat, because you guys can like chat together live because it's a live stream. So you can always 24 hours a day, whenever you feel like it, go on there and talk to other people who are watching my videos at that time. And then I'm going to try to show up as often as I can and stuff like that too. So tell me what you think about that. I'm pretty excited about it. And look at this. Anthony Lloyd, when are you coming back to Huntington Beach to film? Funny you say that. Please fart on more merchandise and put it back. Okay, I will, to the last part of your question, and to the first part, when you coming back to HB? Tomorrow, baby. I will be there tomorrow. I'm in Vegas, so I'm only 4 hours away. So tomorrow we're going to be there. I don't really have the intent of filming, although I'll probably bring my camera just in case, because you never know. But we'll be downtown on Main Street, but we're also looking at some prospects. That's all I'm going to say. But we'll be there in Huntington Beach tomorrow, just so you guys know. So if anybody's in Huntington Beach, you'll probably find me somewhere around Main Street. Thank you for the super chat too, Lloyd. Appreciate that. And Lisa, what are you doing? We have double-decker trains here in Sydney. It'd be so funny if you did it in the City Circle train or Town Hall Station. Come to Sydney, please. I'll be your tour guide for free. So sweet. Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate that. That would be awesome. I would love to do that. And I said the other night, Jason Pinder is in, I think he's close to Sydney or somewhere around there. And he's a cook he has a YouTube channel. Look it up. Look him up. Jason Pinder. It's called like The Simple Cook or Simple Cooking or something like that. And he has some of the best ideas I've ever heard of. But he's got like one of the biggest channels in Australia, I think. So look him up, Jason Pinder, and tell him that Jack sent you. I love his YouTube channel. Really good guy, family guy, married, kid. It's just a really good guy. I would love to visit Sydney and visit him and stuff. So Lisa, I will definitely keep that in mind, and that's a great idea. That'd be really fun. That would be really fun. One of those double-decker trains. Boy, I'm watching these. Do Minchie's meetup again? Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Do more I'm not gay pranks. Okay. Yeah, I should do that. I get a lot of comments on here, I noticed, about Jim Brewer. And I'll tell you a funny story about Jim. It's a coincidence that we know each other, because it happens to be that at the time that we met, look at that. I do this and then it casts a shadow over my. There we go. That's better. There we go. No, that's not good. Anyways, hey, Alex Moore, Jack, any chance to do more videos of exposing bad customer service? Those were very funny and my favorite. Also, Fart Wars coming back with Ed. So that was some of the most fun I've ever had doing a pooter video, was doing it with Ed. Now, the fun part is Ed has a gift of, that armpit thing that he does, right? And so that's really fun for me because I'm just watching when he does that and then, busting up laughing. It's really hard to keep a straight face when he's doing it because it's so ludicrous. I mean, it sounds so wet and sweaty when he does it. But hopefully soon. Hopefully we'll be able to do that soon. I would love to. The exposing bad customer service. I don't know, man. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if exposing bad customers. I did a sequel to it and it did okay, but I was so disappointed that there's so much bad customer service out there. I was like, man, it felt like such a negative experience to me. Like, I don't know. Does that make sense? It just felt like I like happy videos that make people feel bad. And I felt like, good. And I feel like that video made people feel bad. Like I uploaded a video that completely destroyed how people thought about customer service, or maybe it confirmed it. I don't know. But anyway. How would a 24-hour live chat be moderated, Jack? So, Lori, I think the only way to do that, obviously I can go through and I can filter certain words. So there's a little bit of that I can predetermine, but I think I'm going to have to get several people that I trust so that at different times they can just do the best that they can. Nobody can possibly do it, at all hours of the night, but I don't expect people in the middle of the night, 1,000 people to be watching prank videos, but I don't know, who knows? We'll figure it out. Rusty Dill said, you really impressed me when you prayed for the woman in Walmart in one of your videos. How long have you been saved? Uh-oh, I lost it. There it is. How long have you been saved and what brought you closer to God? Well, thank you for saying that and for acknowledging that. Hey, Trey, good to see you. Trey Herzog. Yeah, thank you. I really, I hate this answer in a way because I know so many people that have had a life-changing moment where they remember becoming a Christian. And I have been literally, I was probably 5 when I knew I understood enough to know what it meant, to be saved. And I certainly remember doing it then, but I was raised in church. And so outside of making some really dumb choices in my life, I gotta say that, it wasn't until really a long time later in my life that I really kind of committed myself and dedicated and really turned away from the stupid things that I have done and realized that it's not the way. So I hope that answers your question at least a little bit. And thank you for acknowledging the video. It's interesting because it is a fart sound that gets me out into the stores and talking to people. Think about that. It's unbelievable. I'll tell you what, in the Bible, God spoke through a donkey and had some really unique ways of connecting with people. Why exactly did Jesus rub mud on the blind man's eyes and not just say you're healed and not have to do that whole thing? I really don't know. But it's interesting how maybe that's why he works in mysterious ways. I don't exactly know, but I will tell you, I do know that he does work in mysterious ways, and I do know that God can use absolutely anyone. God can use you. God can use your family members, your friends. So always remain open to whatever God would have you do. I think it's really important. I have made some really dumb choices, even in my YouTube career, and recently. It is a constant learning experience for me, and I stand corrected sometimes still, and I hope that I just always remain teachable and learn from those mistakes and experience them and not ever go back to them. being in the comedy world, let me say this, it's really hard to be in comedy and figure out what is that line. What is that line? Did I cross the line? Am I getting close to the line? And sometimes I have ended up with a video and I thought, I could leave that in there. I think that'll be okay. And it completely backfired on me. And then other times, I just had to learn the hard way because people would sometimes call me out and be like, dude, what did you upload that for? And it's nothing like really bad, but definitely on the border, definitely on the line. And I think it's always important to learn, learn, learn. Don't ever stop learning. Don't ever stop being teachable. And most people who know me and who are familiar with my content know that that I am a Christian. I'm not perfect, but I am a Christian. And so what was it? What were we talking about? I don't even know. I don't even know. I'm trying on here. Look at that. I was literally about Lori, you are on the ball, by the way. Trey is also a moderator, by the way. So I really appreciate that. I will tell you, when I was talking about the movies and the TV shows and stuff earlier, there was a TV show at the time that I was really busy doing all this work and stuff. Third Rock from the Sun. I was in this show called Third Rock from the Sun, and then another show I was on for 2 days was called Just Shoot Me, and it was a sitcom with David Spade. And then there was The Odd Couple 2 was a movie with Walter Matthau and Jack Lemmon. For anybody know who those comedic geniuses are, just acting geniuses. Those guys are amazing. But they're both deceased now, elderly gentlemen. Anyways, had amazing experiences for about 6 months. And while I was on the set of Pleasantville, I had talked to an actor who was on the set there. And this particular actor, I don't know how much stuff they're going to want me to say about this, but this particular actor on Pleasantville was very good friends with Leonardo DiCaprio. Well, fast forward to just a short, and Leonardo DiCaprio had just finished filming Romeo and Juliet, I think. No, Romeo and Juliet was a big movie at the time. I think he just got back from Mexico filming part of Titanic. I think that's what it was. Anyway, so Leonardo was good friends with who they called back then Marky Mark, which today nobody would ever say Marky Mark. He's Mark Wahlberg. But so anyway, and I got invited to this thing, this party, birthday party for Mark Wahlberg and all this kind of stuff. My Los Angeles, my Hollywood days were really something. I had a lot of connections and knew a lot of people. And I just remember that even though I was having a good time and really enjoying what I was doing, it was so empty. It was just such an empty feeling. It was the same thing on every set. People were talking about how wasted they got the night before, and and they didn't. It was such a feeling of just people just desperately trying to search for happiness, and none of it was working. And so I found this little church. I lived in a little apartment that I shared with somebody in Studio City, and right down the street on Coldwater Canyon, there's this little church called the Little Brown Church in the Valley. I think it's still there. It's open like 24 hours a day or something. So in the middle of the night, you can go there, just walk right in, sit in the pews. It's a cute little church. You can pray or whatever. And I would start to do that. And one day I said, I love this. I'm going to come back to this one day. but that's it. I'm done right now. I'm done. So I moved back home, and within a matter of a few days of moving, I met my wife, Sherry. And for a little while after we first got married, now I got married, by the way, a lot of people don't know this. I'm about to tell you after I shout this person out. Mike Montoya at Smokin' Mary's Rack Barbecue. Please send me some of your food. And my 7-year-old son and I love your channel. Bring back the old man. Man, this is, would you guys say this is the number one comment I get is bring back the old man? You're not alone, Mike. Thank you for the very generous super chat. I can't thank you enough. I appreciate it. And let your son know as well. I really appreciate you guys watching my channel. I love it. And I bet you guys have good food. Where are you guys at, by the way? Let me know where you are, because if you're not, if I'm ever by there, apparently you have a restaurant or something. I don't know, but it seems like a place I might have to check out. That's all, because I like smoke and barbecue and you know. So I would love to check that out. Jack Vale should collab with Jake Paul. Now, see, I don't know about that. Tim Noel says, does your mom still live in Galt? No, actually, she doesn't. She lived with us for a long time, and now she lives in Arizona, actually, with my sister. As of recently, she was with us for a long time, but we have plenty of barbecue. Look at that. Oh, man, I'd love to check that out. Yeah. What's this? Why is my phone buzzing? Oh, let's see what this is. No problem. Okay, sorry. We are going to Huntington Beach tomorrow, and we have some appointments that are lined up, and so I have to check my phone every once in a while to make sure that that is all good. Anthony Lloyd, the time you were... Oh, at first I was like, what are you talking about? I've always been supportive of Maddie. Took me a minute, Anthony. Sorry. Anthony's like, the time you were unsupportive of Madison's music. Madison is my daughter, whom I love, and who she has a beautiful voice and has an incredible music career. So if you don't understand what Anthony's talking about, I was really a jerk in this video. A couple of videos. We did it twice, I think, didn't we? And she had to go to this voice lesson thing, and it was set up by her actual vocal coach, who has like other teachers under him that teach voice. And so she came in as a new student, and I came in as this jerk of a father who was like this male chauvinist dirtball. And that's what Anthony's referring to. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. And yeah, that was fun. It's kind of fun for actors to think outside the box. You know what I mean? Yeah, if you guys want to see some of the stuff that I have done, please feel free to check out IMDb. I do not. Trey said, I live in Oregon and I do not have wet feet. I'm a Wisconsin's Badger fan. Dude, hey, Trey, where do you live in Oregon? Did I know that? I feel like maybe I knew that. I'm not sure. But I have a bunch of family in Oregon, a ton. Cousins and aunts, and I have a lot of people, family members that live in Oregon. Love them dearly, and we visit them as often as we can. I don't know, did you know that? Oh, Eagle Point. Oh, no way. Dude, I know somebody in that works in Medford and lives in Grants Pass. I know the area really well. Okay, I'm going to answer this once and for all. I get a lot of inquiries, not once and for all. I've said this before. I get a lot of inquiries about Sons of Arkan, who has made, I think he's doing really well selling this device, fart device that's in a cup with a straw, and the straw goes all, it's like this thing that he blows on and it makes a fart sound. And listen, I'm all for anybody who can make an honest living farting in public. How could you not be okay with that? I mean, me and him have figured out a way to make a living for ourselves and our family members by doing what men do all over the world and don't get paid for. So I think it's fantastic. Can you talk about, where did it go? It's just gone now. Yogi Hoffer? How did you start YouTubing and why? Well, I started YouTubing to develop, to sell more pooters. If you don't know what a pooter is, let me find one for you. There's got to be one around. This is a pooter office here. I gotta have a pooter somewhere. Come on, come on. Oh, here's one. So I do have one. This is called a pooter. This is it. There's a hole in the top. Okay. Most of you know that this is what I'm known for. There, the lighting's good there. So I basically redesigned this really old idea and called it the pooter. And it's just a little piece of rubber that's kind of stiff, and you hold it in your hand like this, and it makes a fart sound. And that's what it does. And that's how I started making YouTube videos. Okay, so there it is. That's what it is. And that's how I started YouTubing. That's exactly why I wanted to sell more pooters. And by the fourth video in, NBC had a TV show called Most Outrageous Moments. And they used the pooter episode 4, I think. And you're watching me like go through Target or something. And I was using the pooter. And they titled it The Pooter on the bottom of the screen on prime time on NBC. And it was said the pooter. So people immediately looked up the pooter, and I started selling these things, a lot more of them. And I was like, man, I could make a living selling farts. So that's how that whole thing started. Somebody else said, can you talk about new level? What is it? Do you mean next level? If you mean next level, I am in a movie called Next Level. And the best way, it comes out next month in select theaters, and also it's a digital film, so you will be able to download it, and it's going to be available everywhere. And it is the best way to explain this movie is to say, or my role in it anyway, is probably to say, if you ever watched Saved by the Bell, remember Saved by the Bell, the TV show? My role would be Mr. Belding, the principal. I think that's it, because I'm the dance academy director. That's who I am in the movie. And listen, I had a great time. It was a really fun experience. Made some friends. Hang on, listen, my wife's texting me. Hold on a second. Oh, listen. Hello.
Hi, I sent you a text message.
I see it.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm happy to help. I'll be up in just a few minutes.
You can put them on hold. They can wait.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. We have a humidifier upstairs. And ever since we've been in Vegas, my wife is very congested. It's dry in the desert, in case you didn't know it, and it's not fun. So I fill up this humidifier. Okay. So I hope I answered your question. Is that the one? Wait, I want to make sure. Is that what you were talking about? Well, I answered the question, even if it wasn't the right thing. I think instead of new level, he meant next level. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Then I want to see it. Yeah. I'm. You should see me in this movie. It's. It's. I have some outfits to wear because it's the character, and these outfits are different. They're just different. Tripto said, Jack, question. Will you be doing fart pranks till you're 75 years old? Yes. Yes, I will. Next question. Why not? Anybody know who Leslie Nielsen is? He was the actor, the lead actor in the Naked Gun movies, Airplane. He was an incredible comedic actor. Well, he had a real similar device, and he would show up at interviews on national TV, and they would ask him a question, and he would say something like, they would say, how do you find that, is it hard for you to be serious in a role? How do you really find your character? And he would say, I find that if you he was such a master of it, and he was so good at it, and he was, he died, I think, in his 70s or something. And anyway, yes, that will be me. That is my goal. So we're going to try something. I'm going to go upstairs, and I'm going to fill up my wife's humidifier, and we're going to see how many people stick around, and I'll be back down here in a minute. You can count on it. Okay? Let's try it. Hang on a second. Let me plug it in. Plug it in. Let me see if see, can I hang this somehow? Maybe I could hang this. I'm trying to figure out how to entertain you guys while I'm. No, I don't think that's going to work. This might hold it. This might hold it up. See this? If I do this. Yeah, that works. I'll be right back. Oh, okay. Wow. Apparently it doesn't matter if I'm here or not. 225 people are still here. Crap, that is hot. Okay. I don't know what people are talking about here. Hey, the toilet just flushed. Quiet Castles. Okay. Anyone just hear the toilet flush? You guys heard that? That was all the way back in another room and everything. You weren't supposed to hear that. That is funny. It's still going in the pipes, too. Hey, Jack, I'm a native Huntington Beacher now in San Antonio. Oh, Gina, how do you like San Antonio? Because I hear nothing but good things about Texas. Oh my gosh. What is your opinion of the movie Good Dinosaur? It is it's a pretty good movie. I think that is a reference Tim is saying to Greg Benson. Greg's answer is always supposed to be Good Dinosaur because he ran like a campaign where if he got up to a certain point, I'll tell you what, I'll do the same thing. Whoever sends through, let's just see if this works. Whoever sends through the highest, let me think, how am I going to do this? Whoever sends through the highest super chat with a message that has a movie title in it, I will say that is my favorite movie publicly for the next year. How about that? I will do that. It's got to be the highest super chat of the night, and I will be forced for the next year to say that particular movie is my favorite movie of all time. And I will say it for exactly 1 year. If I'm ever asked that question, what's your favorite movie, Jack? I will emphatically say that title is the movie of my choice. That is my favorite movie. Okay? So I'm going to watch super chats come in, and we're going to see. Greg Benson did that one time, and I think to this day he has to say that his favorite movie of all time is The Good Dinosaur. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. So let's see. Let's see if this works. Could be anything. Could be whatever title. As long as it's a family appropriate title, I will say it for 1 full year between now and then. Okay? All right. Let's see. I'm going to start watching. Hey, God bless you too, Maxwell. I appreciate your support very, very much. I'm going to plug in. I guess my laptop's not plugged in. I thought it was. So hang on a second. Edward said Jesus is the only way, and I completely agree. What is my actual favorite movie? So to reiterate how this is going to work is if I start getting super chats right now, there's a comment section. So when you do it, you have to issue the name of whatever movie title you want me to be obligated to say is my favorite movie for 1 solid year. And every single time faithfully, this is in interviews, people ask me questions all the time, podcasts, whatever. I will always say for 1 solid year that my favorite movie is whatever title you include in your super chat that I have to say. Don Rafael Rodriguez says, Cool Hand Luke. So I will have to say Cool Hand Luke if that is the highest dollar amount super chat. See how that works? So if another super chat comes in and it's $10 or $25 or whatever, and they say, oh, what's a good example? They have a different title. Whatever that title is, I will have to say it. See, Cool Hand Luke isn't bad. That's not a bad thing to have to commit to for a year. Cool Hand Luke. Because that's a cool movie. You know what I mean? Like that's a manly, that's cool. That's fine. But where it could get embarrassing is you could come up with embarrassing, movies that I would be embarrassed to say that's my favorite. Like, I don't know, Moulin Rouge. I don't know. I don't know why that popped in my head, but I wouldn't want to say that for the rest of my for the rest of an entire year. Like Lori said, as long as it's not an inappropriate, thing. So anyway, hey, listen, if I'm committed by the time I turn this thing off, to say Cool Hand Luke, because no. See, that's inappropriate. So that one is inappropriate. So I literally just got through saying that is inappropriate. I mean, you got your 5 minutes of fame. It's kind of funny, but definitely inappropriate. So I would not do that, just so you know. So if that's the highest one, I'm not going to do it. I'm still going to do Cool Hand Luke. I literally just said, did you hear me say that? Look, and his name is Troll. That figures. So, I said it's got to be inappropriate. Exactly. Lori said exactly. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. It's got to be a family-friendly title, folks. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Please, somebody. Please outbid Lucky 4G. Oh, my gosh. Well, okay. My Little Pony, the movie. The one. I like that they put in parentheses 2017. Just in case there's any confusion over which My Little Pony movie, I want to make it very clear it is the 2017 version. Okay. That's great. I would really appreciate a higher. Thanks for going straight to the $50. I appreciate that. Thank you for the $50, but I'm not sure if that's worth saying that my favorite movie is My Little Pony, the 2017 version, for the next solid year. Dang it. Now I'm going to sit here and wait. Now people are going to sit here and go, is it really worth more than $50 to get? Because look at this. Lucky 4G 923. My Little Pony 2017. I can't believe it. So as of right now, I'm going to keep this going for a few, because as of right now, I am going to be stuck saying that everywhere I'm ever asked that question. And in fact, just to make it fair, I'll sponsor the next live stream will be sponsored by My Little Pony, the movie, unless somebody out super chats you. I just don't see how that's going to happen. I don't see it. We'll see. Trey says to Jack, what is your favorite movie? Well, I have a few. I think to this day, it's probably still Forrest Gump. It's always been my favorite movie since it came out. I saw it in the theater. I'm not making this up. 9 times while it was in the theater. Think about that. And nobody else wanted to go with me again and again and again. So like 3 or 4 of those times I was by myself, as pathetic as that may sound. So I'm letting you know. Wrong answer, Jack. Yeah. Life is like a box of pooters. Somebody said wrong answer. What else? That's sad, dude. It is very sad. I know. Another little on a side note, I love the movie Forrest Gump so much that I believe, let me see if this is true. This is going to blow your mind, so stick around for this tidbit of information, because you'll be shocked. Okay, ready? I want you to open up a new window on your browser if you're on a desktop, or even if you're not. Type in forrestgump.com and watch what happens. I dare you. If that doesn't prove that I am the world's biggest Forrest Gump fan, I don't know what will. Now, tell me what happens. Tell me what happens. Do it, and then come back on here and tell me what happens in the chat. Here it comes. Here it comes. The first one is top comment, and it says it redirects to the pooter. That is correct. So I have a website called thepooter.com, which is where you buy pooters. And I own the domain name to forrestgump.com. So since I own that domain, I redirect it to thepooter.com. Isn't that interesting? It's true. I bet you didn't know that, did you? That I own forrestgump.com. Oh, it takes me to a GoDaddy for sale page. I did post it up for sale. That's true. I forgot about that. But just now it worked for me. It redirects to the pooter for me. So I don't know. Maybe it depends what browser you're on or something. I don't know. But anyway, it worked. Is nobody going to bail me out of this My Little Pony situation? Nobody? You guys, do you understand that I am... Oh, my God. Oh, no, wait. Wait, this might not be good either. Oh, no. No, this isn't real. Is that a real title? Chris, shut up. No. Okay. First of all, Chris, I'm looking this up right now. My Little Pony, I'm sorry, but you didn't get it. But this might actually be worse. I'm going to look and see if this is a legit movie. What the heck? Hieronymus. Oh my gosh, you're kidding me. Oh my gosh. It's a it's a 1969 British musical film directed by and starring Anthony Newley. How am I even going to say that? Okay, can Hieronymus Merkin ever forget Mercy, Humpy, and find true happiness? Can Hieronymus or Hieronymus? Am I saying it? I'm gonna have to look this up. Dude, I'm gonna look up the trailer right now. I can't stand this. Am I gonna be stuck with this? I'm gonna have to memorize. I'm gonna have to figure out how to even say it. And I suppose I should be saying thank you for the super chat. Thank you, Chris. Thank you. Okay. We're gonna watch the trailer right now. Oh, and the full movie. You can even watch the full movie. Look at this. Oh, here's a... Okay, this says it's a hair-raisingly candid film. Erotic epic. That's what it says here. It's a trailer from 1969.
Don't say we didn't warn you about a motion picture that is definitely not for everyone. Can Hieronymus Merkin ever forget Mercy Hump and find true happiness? Extremely sensuous and revealing.
Great.
It took Playboy magazine 10 pages to show it.
No.
They call it a zany erotobiography, the wackiest film yet. This picture is exactly what it pretends to be. Exciting, realistic, and so natural that it makes Blow Up look like Shirley Temple in Little Miss Marker, wrote Los Angeles Herald Examiner. A hair-raisingly candid film, erotic epic, Newsweek. A sort of What's New Pussycat brought up to today's level. Filmed in the new style, slick cinema, bright wit, satiric barbs. Judith Chris, New York Magazine.
Okay.
Merkin is a ribald, yeasty movie. Detroit News. Extra care is taken at this theater so that nobody under the age limit posted in lobby will be admitted.
Oh no.
Can Erasmus Merkin ever forget Mercy Hump and find true happiness?
Is this an inappropriate movie from 1969? Because I can't say, I mean, I hope that was just bogus because I can't actually say that title. I said it's got to be appropriate. It's a funny title, though. It can't be too bad. It's 1969. Well, I don't know. I guess they had bad stuff back then. Is it bad? Lori, research this for me. Tell me if this. I got to watch the movie. The trailer was literally just not even clips from the movie. It was literally like blurbs from magazines and on a brown background or something like that. Edward says not family friendly. Listen, yeah, no, I agree, Lazio. I'm telling you, but sometimes the version of that, you know, like they say sexy and appealing and all that kind of stuff for older movies can be different. Like what was inappropriate back then, today sometimes you look at and go, what's the big deal? So it really does depend. I have no idea. But I would imagine it's probably not family friendly. That's what I'm wondering. And if it's not family friendly, dude, I can't do it. But thank you for your $60. I appreciate it. And in all fairness, I warned everybody that I have to stick with family friendly titles. But it was a very funny title. Anyway. Let me see if Chris is saying anything else here. Farting would have been inappropriate in 1940s films. I know. I've never heard a fart even in like the Andy Griffith Show, even in an old, you know, TV show or something. They would never have done that. I mean, the married couples slept in separate beds. So I don't know. I don't know what they exactly. I will research it. Aimless Adventure says get it tattooed on your arm and just live it up when you ask questions. I know. Aimless Adventures, what's up, man? Yeah, you guys, I said it very, very clearly that it had to be family friendly. But I mean, listen, there's a lot of funny. Look at what Lucky 4G923 said. My Little Pony, the movie, 2017. Hilarious, first of all. Right? Anyway, it was very, very, very funny and family friendly. How funny is it to have to say My Little Pony for the next year? So I have to default this since I made it clear that it has to be family friendly titles. I have to default and go back to the 50 for My Little Pony because apparently, and I'm seeing a lot of comments that there's no way that a Christian family man representing a family-friendly brand can say that title and then have people look it up and go, I'm going to have to check out what that video, you know. So I'm sorry. Jose, it was in the beginning. I called it that in the beginning, and then this just kept going on, and this ended up being an hour and a half live stream. So, yeah. Jose said Walmart. I thought this was regarding the shootings that happened at Walmart. Yeah, this happened this morning, I think, these shootings at Walmart. Horrible. We did talk about it in the beginning, but I don't think you were here. And then morphed kind of into some different topics. How did you land the Forrest Gump domain? Well, it's very simple. Paramount let it go, and Jack Vale snagged it. So that's right. It is bizarre how it worked, but I ended up with it, and you know, So Lori said, guess you're stuck with My Little Pony. Yeah. All right. The $50, just so you know, the $50 super chat is halfway done. You see that little, it's like right in the middle now. So it's got another, I don't know how long these stay up there, but it's got, so I have to wait. I have to stay on here and I have to wait until it goes all the way down and disappears before I'm committed to saying My Little Pony for the next several months, a year to be exact. Uh-oh. Can I help you? Yeah. You're gonna have to talk to mom. Okay, so I'll be done in a minute and I will help you with this, okay? Okay. But go ahead and go to bed, and then when I come up there, I'll see what I can find you down here first, okay? Okay? Okay. Kieran Markham Thomas said, how are you? I am great, and thank you for your super chat. I appreciate it. Jose Hernandez said, we enjoy watching your videos. Thank you, man. Thank you very much. I love that. I appreciate that. I love doing this stuff to this day. I will always love it. And so what I really need right now is we have an agreement, right? Me and you. We have an agreement that since I'm a family-friendly brand of comedy, I have to do things that are appropriate for all ages. Well, the $50 super chat that came in from Lucky4G923 has chosen the movie title My Little Pony, the movie from 2017. Now, if you're just joining us, what that means is I am obligated to say for one solid year, whenever I'm asked, what is Jack Vale's favorite movie? I have to say, My Little Pony, the one from 2017, the movie. I would much rather say Goodfellas or Three Amigos or, I don't know, a classic from, Goodfellas isn't family friendly. What am I thinking? But I have a soft spot for mobster movies. I'm a big fan of, gang related kind of movies like that. But I can, something that's appropriate for me, something like Dumb and Dumber or something that I really do, like. That would be pretty cool. But obviously that wouldn't apply here because the goal here is probably, if I'm not mistaken, to get me to be obligated for a year to say something stupid, which is why Lucky wants me to say My Little Pony. Now, I think there's somebody out there, call me crazy, but I think there's someone who wants me to say a different title even more than Lucky wants me to say My Little Pony. Am I right? Am I right? Sherry Eduarda said, will you return Chris's $60? I would be happy to. I don't know how that works, so I will take a look at it and see. But just to be real clear, as I was before, the titles have to be family friendly, which I said before Chris sent that. I said the titles have to be a family friendly title. And somebody sent me $10 and said, Debbie Does Dallas. Like literally right after I said it. And then Chris sent that. So I kind of feel like Chris, are you still here? Are you talking? Are you good? What would you like me to do? Look, Connor Demsure said return the man's money, and I literally said that I would. I don't know if you heard that, but I did say I would be happy to, but I'm not going to figure it out right now. I will do it after the stream and figure out how to get that back to him. That's all I said. So just keep in mind, you guys who are continuing to say return the man's money, I did say I would, so you can stop saying that. And keep in mind also that it is true what I said. It is absolutely true. You were there. You heard it. It's very difficult to have to keep track of people who are sending money based on a premise and then send it anyway, even though they're not following the rules. So you know what I mean? So I will do the very best that I can. I just have to figure out how to do that, and I will have to get a hold of him privately. And so far, has he even messaged? Chris, are you still on here? Are you still here? Lori, do you have any suggestions? I don't know what I'm saying. Oh my gosh. Wait, what? Oh, debate over. Oh my gosh. Okay. There you go. My Little Pony, the $61. Thank you. Is that the same? Is that Lucky? Yes, it is. My Little Pony, the movie, 2017. Debate over. I think that's it. I don't think anybody's going to go over $61. And since Lucky 4G went over $61, what are people saying? Let me see. Wait, what? Hold on. No, that's correct. That's correct, Nighthawk. This is crazy. Come on, you guys. Thank you, Jane. Listen, I really appreciate that, and thank you guys so much. But I have, let's talk about something else. Let's get off this topic. This is crazy. Hello from Seattle. Oh my gosh. How you doing, Seattle? I've been there before. I feel like Lucky 4G923. What is your name? How did you send me $121 and I don't know who? What is this? Oh my gosh. Please let this be a please let this be a family-friendly title. Hold on a second. I have to say, I am laughing a lot at this. Buckaroo. Oh my gosh. I cannot wait to tell my friend Greg Benson about this stream. The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai Across the 8th Dimension, often shortened to Buckaroo Banzai. But of course, that wouldn't be as fun if I just had to say Buckaroo Banzai for the next year. I have to say the entire title, I'm sure. Otherwise, that's not fair. In fact, he actually put the full title, Chris did, in the comment here. He put the full title there, which means I have to say that full title. Now what am I supposed to do? Produced and directed by, okay. The premise. This looks family friendly to me. This looks great. It's a sci-fi action adventure, and who is in this? Who is in this? I'm gonna have to watch this movie and then make it my favorite. Oh, look at this! There's some people in it that I know: Christopher Lloyd, Jeff Goldblum, John Lithgow, Ellen Barkin. I've never heard of this before in my life, but I know these people. 20th Century Fox. I just sold a TV show. Hey, Listen, I sold a TV show to 20th Century Fox. What do you think of that? It's a true story. Recently. Well, to Fox, but and then immediately after that, 20th Century Fox started following me on Twitter. Right when the contracts were signed, I was very excited. That was a big moment. That might have been the bigger moment than even signing a contract with 20th Century Fox. Once they followed me on Twitter, I'm like, hey, that's all I needed to know this was a done deal. MGM. All right, that's it. I mean, that's it. That's what I have to do. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry to Lucky. And you know, I'm committed now. I'm committed. The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai Across the Eighth Dimension. What's your favorite movie, Jack? My favorite movie of all time. It is The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai Across the Eighth Dimension. Okay. It's not over yet, though. I have to wait till the thing goes down. Otherwise, I kind of have to wait. I mean, I'm just saying, somebody else might want me to say something else even more. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm going to send a screenshot of this to Greg Benson. Okay, here we go. Okay, to the picture. Chris, are you? Let me see. Hey, Sons of Arkham is on here right now. We were literally just talking about you earlier. We have talked a little bit on Twitter about it. Up to him, when and where. Yo, dude. People. So here's another guy who has a YouTube channel where, you know, he does some different things. He capitalized on this idea, very similar. Man after my own heart. I love this. Oh, Lucky 4G923. She sent a $2 super chat conceding. Sadly, I'm so sorry. That is rough. But listen, a big chunk of this was all about you. A big part of this live stream was all about you, and I want you to know that I got a lot of laughs out of it, and it would have been very funny for me to say for a solid year that My Little Pony, the 2017 version, is my favorite movie. But I appreciate you're conceding now, and you know, and all of that stuff. But anyhow, I want you to know, listen, you wouldn't have done that. You wouldn't have sent those if you didn't absolutely support my brand and support my comedy. And I want to tell you, I don't know your name, but I really appreciate your support. I could not do what I do without the support of the people who watch my videos. So thank you so much. And the fact that you're on here right now, and I'm not even being funny, says that you really appreciate my work and the things that I do. And I want you to know I appreciate it. Sons of Arkham has capitalized on an idea that the exact same way that I have, you know, years ago. And his was through his charter, and makes a ton of videos. And tell me if I'm right, it never gets old. And for all of the people who say, Jack, Sons of Arkham, grow up. You're getting too old for this crap. I say no. That's what I say. Because farts are funny. And you know what else? Farts are a universal language. I don't care if you speak Lebanese, Spanish, Cocker Spaniel, whatever you speak, okay? It doesn't matter. You hear a fart, you know exactly what that is. You know what it means when you hear a fart. So there's something special about it. I've done it in Brazil. I've done it in Haiti. I've done it all over the United States. And I'm telling you, most people think it's funny. So it's a great universal language, a way to get on the same level with other people. That's why I do it. That's why I will never outgrow it. You don't outgrow it. My stepdad, I never knew my biological father. I met him a couple of times. Didn't really care. He left my mom when she was pregnant with me. Long story. Anyway, sorry to drop that bomb on you real quick and then just move on, but it's true. And then she met this guy who's fantastic. Name is Paul. Look at that. Greatly appreciate what you do, Jack. Paul, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate that. I can't tell you how much that means to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I can tell, obviously, or you wouldn't have done that. So God bless you, my brother, and I really do appreciate it. And thank you for staying and for doing this. And let's stay in touch, okay? Don says, oh, hold on. I get another message here. Hang on 1 second. All right. Let me get back to this here. Sons of Arkham most definitely needs to collab. Yeah, listen, I have no problem with that. We've actually talked about it. We just have to figure out, when and where and all that stuff right now. We've been moving a lot and bouncing around and doing a lot of different things. So I'm involved in some other productions, and it's been really hard for me to find time to collaborate and do that. But listen, I say that the Pooter and Sons of Arkham need to somehow the two of us need to go out and do some kind of a battle. Don't you think? Who thinks that we should go out and do some kind of a hardcore battle? You know what I mean? Don't you think that would be awesome? At Disneyland maybe, or something like that. So we'll get back in touch and figure out. We'll definitely figure out a way to do that. And by the way, I want to make sure that you guys know this super chat, this $65 super chat, has to go all the way down and be empty and drop off before I'm actually obligated to say this movie title. So if you have a different title and you think it's worth more than 65, then I'll be obligated to say that title as long as it is a clean title and there's no issues there. Just saying. But I have no qualms about saying that. What is it again? Adventures of, I can look at it again. The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai Across the 8th Dimension. All right. So if anybody asks me that question, that's what I'm going to say as of right now, unless that changes. So you can change that. You can change that if you out super chat Chris. Giving you a heads up. What is the process of selling a show? Do you sell the concept or a script? You know what? It could be both. You can definitely sell a concept to a network, and then they will create it, or you can sell an actual script. You can actually write a script. And I'll tell you a story. I actually created an idea for a TV show with a friend of mine, Christian Busey, who's in a ton of videos with me. We do the extreme laughter together and the personal contact video. We do a lot of different videos together. I love working with Christian. Funny guy, really good guy. Anyway, we created a concept basically together, and the two of us ended up selling the concept to one of the most respected comedic writers and TV and movie producers in the world. And I still don't know if I can actually say who it is out loud, like on a public stream like this. But anyway, you would absolutely know who this person is. Everybody would know who he is. And then that person went to their writing partner, and the two of them wrote the script, the pilot, together. And that pilot was actually sold to Fox, and they bought it. And they were going to make the movie, and that's kind of where it is right now, and that's it. So that's an example of a time where, we created a concept. We created an idea, a concept for a show, and then we had to go and find a great producer, director, and writers to write the script, and that's how that That's how that worked. Let me see this here. Bitcoin official. Jack, I found you on here many years ago, and I immediately made an order for 7 pooters. You called me personally to discuss shipping to me in Canada. I did. That was a true personal touch, and you have made me laugh ever since. Dude, thank you so much, Bitcoin official. I appreciate that. Thank you for your super chat, too, and your support. That means a lot to me. And I have been doing this for a long time, since 2007, actually. And I still love it. And even though I get busy doing other things, I will never, I never plan to stop connecting with people. The only thing I regret is I think over the years, I regret not doing more of this. I regret not being more personal with people and answering more questions. I go live every once in a while, but I mean, years have gone by where I didn't at all. And now, months will go by or whatever. So what I really want, and I would love to have your support in this, I would really like to connect more personally with you guys and be more real and direct and add kind of a personal touch to this stuff because I love it. I used to do intros all the time in my videos, and that was cool. Then I kind of stopped doing that. And but the whole live thing, I get it and I love it. And I want to reiterate, I want to remind you that pretty soon, in fact, this is my plan for next week, that you'll be able to go to my YouTube channel and you can watch a 24-hour-a-day live stream. What that's going to consist, think of it as a TV show. So it's kind of going to be like, or a TV channel, I'm sorry, a TV channel. So you'll be able to tune in whenever you want from your phone or from your desktop or whatever. Click the live stream, and there will be something going on 24 hours a day. So I'm developing a program that will constantly change and have segments in it where I'm talking to you. I'll also go live sometimes, and I will join as often as I can to chat back and forth too. Won't that be cool? Something I've wanted to do for a long time. Another thing that I'm going to be doing soon that I'm going to tell you about now, and I have not said this before ever, but I'm also working on something else. Now, we might be in for a move very soon, and when we move, this is when it's probably going to happen in less than a month. I'm going to have a security camera, a surveillance camera in a room, and that surveillance camera is going to be live 24 hours a day, and you will be able to just see what's going on constantly. Now, my plan there is for you to get a chance to kind of get an inside look and see what it's like when we come up with ideas for pranks or ideas for, we have TV productions now and, different things that we're working on. And I want to keep you updated and be able to go right straight to the camera. Now, sometimes there'll be an empty room. That's true. But also, I'm going to jump on that chat and be able to kind of go back and forth with people and talk about what's going on and go directly to the camera and talk. So I'm looking forward to that. It's kind of a new concept, something new that I've never done before. Those are the two big things that I have coming up, and I want to do that. So I hope you guys enjoy that. I missed it now because I scrolled too fast, but somebody just said that a script is worth more. And really, that is absolutely true. That is absolutely true, especially a good one. Or anyone. I mean, they can take it and they can like the idea and change it. But a script is really what you want to have. Make it live on YouTube. I will. Gabriel said, okay, Jack, stop talking around some of your comment. I don't know what you're talking about. It is hard for me to focus. Unfortunately, I can't reveal. Roy asked how much money did I make selling the concept idea. I can't talk about that yet. My friend works at oh my gosh, busy families in our prayers. Oh, we will, man. What happened at Walmart this morning? We can't believe it. And our prayers are with you guys, absolutely. And we just pray that that all of you guys get through this, and I can't even imagine what it was like over there in El Paso, Texas today. And we will definitely be praying. And just a few days before that, just a few days before that, actually, we had the shooting in Gilroy too, and it was affected, less. I heard that the Walmart thing was even more, but my goodness. Hey, see ya, buddy. Have to get ready for the beach tomorrow. Sons of Arkham said, dude, we're going to Huntington Beach tomorrow, so we are planning on also checking out the beach. Do you attend church? You could be a Christian. Not I could be. I am one. 100%. Killer Zero. And thank you for asking. And look at this. Hey, guys, I'm just going to throw this out there. I don't expect this to happen. But as of right now, if somebody does not over super chat Chris 2020p, I'm just here to tell you that for 1 year, for the next 1 year from today's date, okay, starting now, I am going to have to say that my favorite movie of all time is The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai Across the Eighth Dimension from 1984. Just letting you know. Love your... Hi, Tanya. I'm sorry. Tanya Harmon. Love your Belgian fart combo. I miss you in Tennessee. Oh, you're sweet. Thank you. May God continue to bless you and your family. God bless you too, Tanya. And I appreciate your support and your encouragement and your super chats. And I remember that profile. I would not forget it. So thank you for your super chat and your support and everything. I love that. And Cherie Steele said, I don't have money to waste like that. You know what? I agree with you, Cherie. Or Cherie. Love from India, Vale. What's up, the Rose? Hello, India. He was saying that you should read more comments. Okay. I have an idea for a prank. Can you try just hearing things prank while inside of a box fort in a store? Oh, that might be a good idea. Roy had an idea there. I do this hearing things gag, right? I sneak up on people and I'm like, sir? And then I turn so fast and look the other way that when they turn, they're not really sure. Usually people aren't sure if they heard right or if I was just talking to myself, and it's pretty fun. I enjoy doing it. It's pretty funny. And so he's saying that I should hide and do it so they can't see me, I think. That's funny. I might try that. It looks like The Adventures of Buckeye Bond. Let me see what that is. I got to memorize it. The Adventures of Buckaroo. The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai Across the Eighth Dimension. What a title. Who titles a movie that? That's the other thing is if anybody out super chats you, Chris, guess what that means? It means not only do I have to say their movie title for the next year when I'm asked what my favorite title is, but I also have to stay live until that one goes away. Let me see. Will Uncle John post another video? Yeah, I think so. I think he eventually will. Rolling Coal 702 said, will Unchap ever come back with Uncle John? Yes. And as far as I'm concerned, it would never come back without Uncle John. So it's going to be very exciting because we are working on a project that's going to be coming up, and it's going to bring Unchap back in a much bigger way. Now, you're going to see teasers of it on YouTube, but that will not be the primary place where you will actually watch what you are about to see. Unchap is getting kind of reimagined a little bit, but it's going to keep the same basics and the same premise. And I think you guys are really going to like the direction that Unchap is going to go. Tim asks, what's my opinion on those older electronic fart machines? Hate them. I get the ease of use. I understand that people like them because you can push a button and hide it wherever. But, you know, everybody knows. I've played with every one of those machines, and they just don't sound right. They don't sound good. So I think that's the biggest problem with them. What's your opinion on the? Yep, oh, read that one. Not a big fan of them. But now I don't know. It just got to a point where like you hear a fart machine go off, the electronic ones, and people are more like, "Oh, somebody has a fart machine." You know what I mean? So to me, that makes it not as funny. How many times a day do you fart? 437 on average. Are you going to keep up your pooter videos? Yes, I am. In fact, my goal is to get this. My goal is to do a pooter video every single day, and I think I can do it. I think I can do it because I can go out for a day or two, shoot a bunch of videos, you know what I mean, at different locations, and then edit them and then be good for the whole week if I have to. So I think I can do it. Our church group will pray for Uncle John tonight. Please hang in there, Jack. Hey, thank you, brother. I appreciate that. And I will let Uncle John know that that you guys will be praying, and I really appreciate your prayers. Would you use fart spray? I don't think I've seen you use it before. Yeah, I would use something like that, but I never have. I think because early on I would make a fart sound, and sometimes people would wait a minute and they would actually put their hand over their face and be like, "Oh my gosh, that's bad. That's so bad." In fact, in my new video that was uploaded today, somebody did that and said, "Oh, that's bad." So they thought that the fart sounded so real, they thought they smelled something. Look at this. The $65 one is time's just about up. I don't think anybody's going to out super chat you, Chris. So I think I'm going to be stuck for a solid year now saying that my favorite movie when I'm asked is The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai Across the Eighth Dimension. And then they're going to want to go, they're going to say, what? It's what now? And I'm going to have to say it again. The Adventures of Buckeye Banzai Across the Eighth Dimension. It's a movie from 1984. Come on, you never saw that? Oh, that scared me. I thought somebody just out super chatted you. Oh my gosh. They didn't. It's okay. My screen was glitching out here. From India. Hi, India. I really like when you lift your leg and pooting in Walmart. Thanks, man. You are super funny. Love the crazy look on your face before you do the pooter fart. God bless you and your family. Love the videos. Keep them coming. Thank you. I love you, and I appreciate your support. Thank you for saying that. Pooter and sit-down restaurants. Yeah, I would love to do that. Legend, been watching for years. Thank you, Jared Pitts. Thank you very much. I can't believe I'm still awake and watching. It's almost 2 a.m. Are you ever going to bed? So I'm in California. So, oh, okay, it's almost 2 a.m. So you're on the East Coast. I'm in Vegas, actually. So which is, I'm about 4 hours. We're going to Huntington Beach tomorrow. It's 4 hours away, California. And it's almost 11 o'clock. So I'm just about going to call it. But I have an arrangement here and an agreement with Chris 2020P that says I have to wait to sign off until after the 65 is done. And then when that drops off, I will indeed end the stream and say goodnight. However, should someone in the next few minutes out super chat Chris with a new movie title, I will be forced to stay up and live stream until that one starts to fade away. And I will also be forced to say that their title that they want me to say forever. Three Amigos, by the way, is legitimately one of my favorite movies. It's a classic. I would love to go to Dubai. You don't even know. I've never visited. I've never been there. Yeah, it looks like the winner is going to be the eighth dimension unless something happens really, really quick here. 61 is about to die off, and then we will be left with the 65. We'll be left with Chris, and that's going to be it. It's going to have to look. It's almost done. We're almost. No, Chris Hansen said no. I was not. I was not in the I'm not from Texas, and oh, it's illegal to fart in public in Dubai, so be careful if you go there. Good to know. Thank you. I had no idea. Okay, that's it. 61 is gone, and now we have Chris's super chat left for 65 with a movie title of The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai Across the Eighth Dimension from 1984. And I do remember that John Lithgow is in that movie and some other people that I am aware of. And if nobody else super chats you, that's it. That's just the way it is for one solid year. How about that? The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai Across the Eighth Dimension. Wow. Such a good movie. And you know what's funny about this, Chris? I mean, I'm going to have to watch it now. I'm going to have to watch this movie now so that I know what I'm talking about. That way, if anybody wants me to elaborate what my favorite thing was about it, I'm going to have to talk about different scenes in the movie, what my favorite actor was in the movie. Okay, I'll do it. Where's the old man? He's getting his face fixed. Hopefully it'll be fixed soon. Do you get a lot of hot women since you are YouTube famous? No, you know, they come to me. It's very, very hard when you're me to go out in public because I mean, I just constantly saying, you know, listen, I'm married. You're gonna have to just back up, okay? Please just back off. You would be shocked. Just kidding. Not true. No, I am married, happily married. I've been married for 2 decades, over 2 decades. Can you imagine that? And I'll tell you something about that in a minute. Look at this. After I win officially, please refuel the humidifier. Chris, I left, so don't worry. I actually left momentarily a little while ago, and I kept the mask here. I don't know if you were here for that part or not, but I did go up, and I filled up the humidifier. So Sherry's good now, and we have no problems. How old is Jake? Somebody said. He's cute. Are you asking about my son? Is that what you want to know? Are you talking about Jake, my son, McKean? Let me know if the answer is yes. Hey, Jack, what is your favorite movie? It is Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai Across the Eighth Dimension. It's my favorite movie of all time. I love it. John Lithgow is great. The old Buckaroo Banzai Across the Eighth Dimension. Thank you, Chris. Thank you. Yes, your son, McKean said. So Jake is actually 22 and lives in Northern California. And yeah, I will let him know that you said he is cute. And we'll see what he says. Story behind your hat. Well, I bought this hat at a place in Huntington Beach several years ago, and it has a picture of the ocean on it. That's the only story I have. Okay, guys, I'm going to go. I love you to death. My kids are at the window there at the door because I have a see-through door. I'll be right with you. And I will see you guys next time. Oh, my gosh, I've been on here for 2 hours and 15 minutes. Can you believe that? But it was fun. I had a good time. We're going to interact some more. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. I'm going to bring my laptop with us, even though we're going to be out of town. So I might still do it. Love you guys. And I really appreciate your support and watching my videos. Some of you have been here for 10 years, 12 years. And I love that as well. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks, Lori, for all your help. Oh, wait a minute. I got to click that. Okay, hold on a second. I like your – thank you for another super chat, Tanya. I like your pooter more than the one with the cup and straw because your pooter can sound different farts, but the other one only sounds like diarrhea. Yeah, that's true. The Sons of Arkham sells a pretty wet-sounding fart. That's true. And the pooter, you really can control it. And by the way, I'm licking it because I don't have chapstick right here with me. And it does help get a better sound. You can make it sound deep. Like that. And then if you squeeze it harder and kind of give it this, you could do the squeal. And then go down, see? And then you can go halfway down. You can just do that too. Or you can do the walking farts. And that's fun too. So thank you. I know what you're talking about. All right, got to go. I love you guys. Thank you for your support, and I will see you next time.